Hi Year 11, it's Miss Noreen here, and welcome to our Year 11 assembly. We're going to continue with our theme of our well-being because it's something that's very, very important to us all. So we're going to move on to the second slide. Right. There's several areas of well-being, and on this slide we're concentrating on physical, emotional, and social well-being. Now, what is well-being? It's a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So basically, all these things that are here in this picture all contribute to the community well-being. So things like social and community development, participation, democracy, which is very, very important. Economy is very important. Health and physical, mental well-being, and our environment and our values and cultures, because they help shape us to become the young people that we are, all contribute in their own way to the community well-being. Now, if we focus on physical well-being, what is it? I'm not going to read through every single one of these points for you, but I do want you to have a look and read across what is physical health. It's really, really important that you enjoy physically being active. And the reason I say that is because not only does it help you with your mental well-being, but obviously your physical well-being as well. And if you're physically healthy, it is statistically proven that you have fewer illnesses and disease and injuries because you're looking after yourself, basically, aren't you? And that is really, really important. Emotional health. This is something that a lot of us perhaps have experienced more so over this pandemic. Emotional or mental health is linked to personal well-being. Feeling positive about yourself, feeling emotionally healthy includes various things. For example, having self-esteem and self-respect, making sure you know what your own personal standards are, being able to recognize and express feelings. It's really, really important that you're able to express your feelings, but prior to doing that, you need to recognize them. Being able to manage emotions to suit the situation. How many times have we blown a situation out of proportion and our reaction hasn't been what it should be? Largely because we're not able to manage our emotions. So it's really, really important that we develop skills to manage our emotions, because these are things that we can take into our adulthood. Recognizing and managing the factors that affect emotions, that is so important. It's important that we all know our own triggers, but it's also important that we know that there are certain things that will have effect on our emotions. For me, I'll give you an example. Year 11, and I've been very open with you as your head of year. Something that affects my emotions is when it's the time of a year when I've lost a loved one. But what I do is I recognize that that time is coming, and I put things in place to help and support my emotional health. It's really, really important that you feel positive about yourself and positive about life, which includes being useful and being optimistic about the future. It's really, really important, isn't it, guys, that we actually think about where we're going, our journey in life, because what you're doing is you're traveling through life and you're traveling on a journey, and it's nice to have a destination, but it's also nice to be on that journey. So it's really, really important that you're very positive, and you have things in place that will help you get to your destination, where you're emotionally healthy. Now, social health. This is something that perhaps may be new to some of you, or you've probably not heard it as much as emotional health. Social health also contributes to well-being. It plays a very, very important role. It's things like feeling positive about interactions with other people and the wider world. Being socially healthy includes things like being able to interact with a range of people and having a sense of belonging. one of the things that I've always said to you, year 11, is I've always tried to encourage you to make the right choices, but feel as part of our school community and our year group. So it's really, really important that you have a sense of belonging, because then you take ownership over it. Having respect, empathy, and tolerance for other people. This is very important and something that's very close to my heart. And you do hear about this throughout the course of the day when you're in school. It's really, really important that you have respect, you have empathy, where you do share other people's experiences and listen to them, and understand and have the appropriate reactions to it, recognizing and managing the effects of actions on others. This is something where we talk a lot about throughout school life, across all your subjects. It's really, really important that we take responsibility for our actions, and also how our actions have an effect and an impact on others around us. So it's important that you're able to recognize those um, actions and the impact you will have on others around you. Be aware of rights and responsibilities. This is something that I find sometimes difficult to explain to young people, because we are all acutely aware of our rights, but with those rights do come responsibilities, and it's important you remember that. And that's something you will take into your adult life. As time goes on, you will recognize that in perhaps college or university or enterprises that some of you may want to do, or even the world of work. It's really important that you recognize your rights, but with those rights, you equally identify and appreciate the responsibilities that go with it. Right, that's it, year 11 from me. I'm going to let you go. I hope I've given you some food for thought, where you can actually um, look back and reflect about how all of these things about well-being affects you. Take care and see you all soon.